In this video, I really wanted to sort of do a follow-up on solving 2x2 systems of equations by substitution, sort of to reinforce what we learned in the last video about how to go about solving one of these equations, and sort of how you can tell which system to use, considering in favor of substitution, so that you don't do too much, because we all know when we're taking a test we don't want to waste time. So let's do a couple of examples. Let's say we have 12x plus y equals 21, and we have 18x, well, rather minus 3y equals negative 36. Now, one thing you can always do to kind of tell whether or not this is a good system of equations to use substitution or elimination. You can kind of tell that elimination, I guess, if you're one of those people who you can like see a matrix set of numbers in your head, where you can just play, where you love to play around with numbers in your head. You can see, obviously, that if you multiply this entire top equation by 3, you can cancel out the y values and then solve for x. Whoops, clicked the wrong button there. So, but for substitution's sake, if, say, you have not been introduced to elimination yet, what we would do is we would, in a sense, because this y is all by itself, say, okay, now we're just to keep you on track, we're now justifying the substitution method. Y is all by itself, so it's perfect to. This is a perfect situation so that you don't have to do any dividing to isolate y. So, to isolate y, what we can do is I always draw this arrow to sort of make notice that I'm using this top equation whenever I'm solving for this top equation, is to subtract 12x from both sides. So let me bring this equation over. 12x plus y is equal to 21. So we'll just subtract the 12x term from both sides, and we have the value of y, presumably. And the reason I'm using plus right here is because we have negative 12x. That's just the term. We could actually have done 21 minus 12x, but I like it this way because it sort of follows the y equals mx plus b format, and it's good to have it sort of in this format always. If you're wanting to, if the question asks, if the problem requires you to graph the solution set. So basically, now we know the value of y. So now we want to use this second equation, right? So let's bring that down. We have 18x minus 3y is equal to negative 36. So what we do is, since this is substitution, we substitute this value for y, which equals to negative 12x plus 21 equals to negative 36. So we distribute the negative 3 into 12, and we get positive 36x. And we distribute the negative 3 into 21, which I do believe is equal to negative 3 times 21 is equal to negative 63. Sorry, it's a little late. My brain's not completely working for me. Whoa, that 8 was a little too big. So as you can see, we didn't do anything to the 18x, so I just brought it down. So as you can see, we now have like terms. We combine those like terms, and this equals to 54. 54. Yes, 54. So 54. Now we have 54x minus 63 is equal to negative 36. So what we do to isolate x, to figure out x, is add 63 to both sides. And what we have left is, since this is a negative number, this kind of is complicated for me, sometimes. 36, carry the 1, and 2. So now, yeah, we have positive 27. So let me draw this line, and I'll kind of bring this equation over, because I don't want to go off the screen. So we have 54x is equal to 27. And I can already see what's going to happen here. We divide, because we want to isolate x, 54 from both sides. And 27, let me sort of bring this up a little bit. The 27 is half of 54. So we know that it goes into 54 once, so we put 1 over 2. X is equal to 1/2. So with that knowledge that x is equal to 1/2, we can now solve for y. And let me actually erase some of this right here. And yeah, okay, that's good. So now we know y is equal to negative 12. We substitute 1/2 for x plus 21. We basically just take 1/2 of 12, and we get negative 6. Negative times a negative times a positive is equal to a negative. So now we have y is equal to negative 6 plus 21, and that results to 15. We know that y equals equal to 15, and our solution set is x is equal to 1/2 and y is equal to 15. And we are done.